Hi clarinet players, if you're watching this video, you know how to put together your clarinet and you know how to get a really good sound on just your mouthpiece and barrel doing long tones and while tonguing. This video is going to show you how to hold your clarinet and how to play so and mi so that you can learn how to play your first ear songs, your note songs. So we're going to take our reed out of our case and put it in our mouth. I'm going to walk you through how to put together your clarinet. If you've already put together your clarinet, that's awesome. You can just check and make sure that you did it right. We're going to take our mouthpiece out and our barrel out and put our mouthpiece and barrel together. Then we're going to take our upper joint and hold it at the top while we put our barrel on our upper joint. Keep your reed in your mouth. We are going to line up our mouthpiece, the open hole of our mouthpiece, with the thumb key, and then we are going to take our lower joint and put it together, being really careful of our pinky keys that they don't mash into each other. So go ahead and do that. Notice how I'm doing little twists, and then I know that it's together because my bridge keys are right on top of each other. Then I'm going to hold it and take out my bell and put my bell on the bottom. So I have my whole clarinet together, and I'm now going to take my reed and put it on the back side and take my ligature and put it over top, being extra careful not to touch the tip of my reed. All right, we have our whole clarinet together. Great job, guys. With our clarinet, we have a top portion and a bottom portion. When we're holding the top side, we're going to use our left hand, the one that makes an L when we do the L sign when we're looking at it, and our thumb is going to go right over this key right here. The other keys are going to go, our fingers are going to go over the keys that are open. So there's 3 open holes, and our pinky is just going to rest right here. It's not going to actually press anything down. Our right hand, we aren't actually going to use our right hand for quite a while, but when we put it on our clarinet, the nail of our thumb, right where the cuticle is going to go underneath this piece right here. And then we're going to make a nice C hand to come around. When we're not using those, our first finger right here is going to touch right here on the rods, and that just helps us to have a good hold of the clarinet. So the rods is going to touch us right here. We do not want to press down any of these keys because that's going to make us squeak. Now we use neck straps in our beginning band program. They look like this. We put our head through the big hole right here, and then there is a piece right here that we can tighten. If we grab this back part, we grab 2 pieces of fabric and you just pull it through like this and then pull it down. That tightens it. And then there's holes in the strap, and those holes go through our thumb rest. And that helps us so that we can have the clarinet be supported by the neck strap rather than our thumb. And that helps with your smaller hands getting good hand position. So we're going to take one of the holes and put our clarinet through the hole like this. And then we're going to pull the end part, not the part that's attached to our neck, down so that the leather is going straight down the clarinet. Now right now, if I have my neck strap on and I let my clarinet rest, it comes about to my chin, which is not very good. I don't want to move my head down. I want my clarinet to be tilted right into my teeth, which means I need to tighten my neck strap. That's a little too high now, because I can feel it like on the roof of my mouth. So now I need to loosen it. So if I loosen it, I just grab the sides and pull it down just a tiny bit. There we go. Now all my thumb has to do is push my clarinet out. So take some time, find where it's comfortable to have your neck strap. And I want you to take your hands, and your right hand, the one that makes a backwards L, goes underneath this thumb key, and your fingers rest right above. We don't want to have wavy hands. And then my left hand, my thumb goes on my key here, and then 1, 2, 3. Again, we want to have a C hand when we're playing. We don't want whatever this is, a V hand maybe. Okay? So, for our first note, we actually don't play anything. So our left hand is not touching anything, it's just hovering. And our right hand, we have our thumb underneath the thumb key and our finger resting on those rods. So bring your clarinet into your mouth with good embouchure. We have our lip on the bottom, teeth on top. Now listen to how this should sound. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and try doing that. Okay, so I think if you're still watching this video, you were able to make a sound. So listen to how that should sound again. Remember, my first finger is just touching the rods on the side and my thumb is underneath. My right hand isn't doing anything. Listen. Your turn. Play with me. Ready? Look in your mirror. Are your cheeks nice and firm? Is your chin nice and flat? Let's do it again. Ready? Let's go ahead and play 4 beats, long tone, 4 beats, rest. Listen to how that sounds. 1, 2, listen. Go ahead and play with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now I want you to check yourself. Do you have good flat chin embouchure? Your clarinet should be coming straight to about your knees while sitting. So your clarinet should be between your knees. It shouldn't be up higher or straight up against your stomach. Between your knees. Let's go ahead and do that again. 1, 2, 3. Two, three. Great job. Now we're going to do our 4 tas. So remember, when we tongue, our tongue touches the reed, and to start the note, it comes off the reed. We go ta, 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 ta. Listen to how that sounds first. I have my clarinet bell between my knees. My reed is in my mouth, the same as it does when I had my mouthpiece only. Listen, 2, 3. Okay, now it's your turn. Let's do it together. We are tonguing each note. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now the note that you just learned is so. The next note we're going to learn is mi. Now I want you to be careful while you're listening. If you're using your neck strap, don't ever let go of your clarinet because the neck strap's not really clipped on to the clarinet, so your clarinet could fall off. So always hold on to the clarinet with your hands. Now, we're going to learn mi. Mi, you get to put down your fingers. We're going to put our thumb over the hole here. Make sure you're using the big fat part of your thumb, not the tip that's kind of skinny. And then we're going to use our finger, again, the fat part of our finger, feel that right there on your finger, to cover the top key. So if you press down really hard on your keys and pull them up, you should have a clear ring around both of your thumbs. If the ring looks like a half circle ring, like that, you're not using the right part of your finger. So go ahead and play around with that, see how that feels. And we're gonna go ahead and play our long tone. So listen to how mi sounds first. Listening. Go ahead and try to play that with me. Make sure you have your embouchure set up really nicely and that your finger is on the bottom, your thumb is right underneath that thumb key, and your first finger is touching that rod. Ready? Play it with me. Ready? Try again. Ready? Now we're going to play our long tones for 4 counts and then 4 beats rest. Join me. 1, 2, 3. Last one. All right, I think you're ready to tongue it. So we're just gonna go ta, 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 ta. Make sure that you're trying to make the exact same sound as me. My thumb for the bottom hand is underneath. I'm using my right hand for the bottom and my left hand for the top. I have my thumb covering the thumb hole and the first tone hole, and my other fingers are just curved right over the holes. They're not flying up in the air. Here we go. 4 tas. Ready? Last one. Great work. Now for the challenge of our lesson. We're going to switch between so, so, mi, so, so, and mi. So it's going to sound like this. Listen first. 1, 2, 3. Following along while moving your fingers. If you weren't, go ahead and rewind the video and follow along again while moving your fingers. Now let's go ahead and do that together. Here we go, starting on so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. This time, if you were doing these things, I want you to think about not doing them. I want you to feel, don't look for where to put your fingers. I don't want you playing, staring down your clarinet. We need to keep our head nice and high so that we get a good sound. I also want you to keep your clarinet in ready position or playing position while you're playing this. Let's go ahead and do that together, looking straight ahead at the video and keeping your clarinet in a good playing position the whole time. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do our so and me in the same 4 beats. So listen to how that sounds first. Ready? Rest, 2, 3, and then we'll play it again. Join me this time. 1, 2, 3. Rest, 2, 3. Did you take a breath when you were changing from so to me? If you did, this time I want you to be very careful not to take a breath the whole time we're playing. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I messed up. Sorry. Do that again. Ready? And the very last thing we're going to do today is we're going to start on me to so. So we're going to go me, 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 so, 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 so. Play that with me, starting on me with thumb and 1, and our other fingers are curved over. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Ready? Awesome work. Now let's go ahead and put away our clarinet. We're going to undo our neck strap. And so that we don't forget to put it away, go ahead and take off your neck strap and pull it a little bit tighter. Fold it, put it in your case so you don't lose it. And then we're going to take apart our reed. Take your ligature off, take your reed off, put your reed in the case. Remember, the ridges go against the curved part, the flat goes against the flat. Put that in your case. Pick up your clarinet, gently twisting so that your keys on either side don't jump together. Pull your clarinet apart. Take your cleaning swab and put it through the bottom joint. Bottom joint, pull the bell off, put the bell away, put the upper or bottom joint away so that it's correctly in the case. The bottom joint now needs to be swabbed out. Make sure that we have our swab going in through the big hole, not through the little hole. Bring it down until it pulls through, and then pull it all the way through if your cloth allows it. Take your upper joint apart, put that in its case, Take the barrel apart, put the barrel away, put your ligature back on your mouthpiece, and your mouthpiece cap back over your mouthpiece. Take your swab, grab it halfway through, then grab all of it halfway through, all of it halfway through, and then wrap it up and put it back in your case. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.